Hey everyone, Marc D here with a quick first reaction to Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So just got out of the movie theater, and it's not going to be too long here because I got to head out to another meeting. But yeah, just quick first reaction. Oh, and I did get of course, I did get the Ghost Trap popcorn holder because why not? Because got to have that. So I'll probably do it. I'll do another video on that one. But yeah, so first reactions. Of course, it's a lot of member berries. I think it's a good movie. The heart's in the right place. It's just maybe it is time to say goodbye to the Ghostbusters, which I've been hearing people saying. You love the characters, and you do get. We're gonna do very minor, extremely minor spoilers, but you do get to see the rest of the cast. No surprises, you've seen the trailer. Ray Stans Aykroyd probably has the biggest part in the movie. He's one of the old Ghostbusters that's back, and he does show a lot of great energy, and he's exciting and interesting in the movie. And he's running, like a curio bookstore. What it did remind me of was Friday the 13th, the TV series. If anyone remembers that, there was a TV series based on Friday the 13th that had really nothing to do with the movies, except there were cursed artifacts, and it was like a mystery of the week or artifact of the week to kind of deal with and avoid the catastrophe that was happening because of this cursed artifact. It was kind of like a weekly thing like that. But yeah, it didn't really didn't grab me, I have to say. I really love the opening scene. I think that was great. Paul Rudd is back with his adopted family. Trevor, Finn Wolfhard, and McKenna Grace is Phoebe. The movie's probably got Phoebe as the biggest role, I think, in the new Ghostbusters. Of course, podcast is back, and you do get Callie is back as the daughter of Spengler. So, and the Spengler family is back busting. So that opening scene was really well done, and of course, uh, yeah, it's not a spoiler to say that William Atherton is back either. There's a line in the background where someone yells, "Why don't you show them some thanks, Dickless?" There's a reference to that classic Bill Murray line in the first Ghostbusters movie. So yeah, there's some great callbacks, and everything looks great. The sets are great. The firehouse is looking really good, of course, and so they do a nice job with that. Um, and there's a setup where it's hey, Gap After Dark hail. There's it's a nice setup for the movie, and it's a nice continuation. The spirit is there. It's just more of the same, and it's not bad, but it's kind of like a been there, done that. And part of the problem is the first Ghostbusters is just such an amazing movie. It's one of the best movies, of all time, in terms of a comedy and uh, action. It's just just great. And yeah, it's just tough to equal that. So I rewatched the Ghostbuster sequel again. And when you watch it, it's not a terrible movie, but it's enjoyable, and there's some good moments to it and some funny lines, but it just can't hold a candle to the original. And Afterlife was a nice tribute to the Spengler legacy, and finding all the Ghostbusting gadgets, and finding that hidden lab, and seeing what Egon had been up to all those years. That was just really really well done. But it's tough to compete with that compete with that success. So yeah, so it's not a bad movie. I'd probably give it around a B-ish grade. It's a fun night out. It's a good popcorn movie, but it's not. Of course, you've got the big bad in the end too. We're not doing spoilers here, but it's no surprise that there's obviously an evil, malevolent force out there that's freezing New York City, and there's going to be a big bad fight in the end with the bad guy, and you're expecting to have the gang all back together again. and for the most part, you do get that. And of course, you didn't see any pots in the trailer again. So I'm only giving stuff that's in the trailer. So some of those characters do get their moments, and the Spengler family, the family is well done, and you're excited to see them, but it just doesn't capture that. Element of the first movie and that great comedic force that Bill Murray was, and Dan Aykroyd and the gang. Rick Moranis as the accountant Lewis, who had a nice role in the second movie. It's not the same. It's not the same. Can't be the same, right? So it's tough to recapture that. So J Man says, "Hey J Man, I like this one made than Afterlife. None beat the first film, of course." Yeah, so the story, it's a classic, awesome Ghostbuster story that you would get. I think if like that cursed artifact is out there. What are the Ghostbusters? How are they gonna save things? How are they gonna stop things and save the world while getting sued and going bankrupt? So yeah, no, I'm not saying don't go see this. I'm saying it's just it's like a B. It's a B, which is not bad, but of course, when you have your first reaction to it, it's tough to gather it all in. But no, and by no means was it a bad movie. I'm seeing after I left, I started reading reviews, but it's just more of the same. And you do like the characters. Patton Oswalt is in it a little bit. He's not in it for the whole movie. And oh, you weren't a big fan of Afterlife. Well, the cameo at the end of Afterlife too. I think that was tacked on. I did like the first half of Afterlife the best. I thought that was really fun. The setup and finding everyone and the finding the hidden laboratory and what Egon was up to. And of course, when I first saw it in the movie theater, I missed the first 10 minutes as a traffic jam getting there. So I missed. Spoiler. This is a spoiler for Afterlife. I missed Egon, the CGI Egon getting killed in Afterlife. So that kind of messed up my reaction to the movie too a little bit because I didn't know what had happened in that context. But there's some good fun moments, and of course the special effects today with CGI. You're worried that then the special effects aren't going to hold up, but they do a nice job with that. Of course, Slimer's back. Okay, minor spoiler. Yeah, you get to see Slimer, and all the little marshmallow ghosts are there. So there's fun callbacks. But I think my favorite part of the movie was Aykroyd working with Phoebe and the young kids to try to solve what was happening. They have a nice scene where they go to the New York Public Library again. So there's some good moments there. So Aykroyd is probably he's definitely in it the most as one of the original Ghostbusters. But Bill Murray is in the movie, but not. Don't blink. He's not in it. He's not in it much. Ernie Hudson, of course, Winston is back, and he plays a little bit more of a role. His one speech where he's going after Aykroyd a little bit, going after Ray. Maybe I thought about it was maybe a little bit out of character. I thought it was a little harsh, but they do address aging and getting older. Is this should we be doing this? Leave this to the young guys. So I thought that part was well done. So and they've got, of course, the really cool set pieces with laboratories, and there is a relationship or friendship. I'm pretty sure that's in the trailer between Grace's character and another, let's just say, a ghost, right? So there's a friendship there that was interesting to see in terms of, from the other side, the other point of view. Hey, Picasso, what's it like being a ghost or living as a ghost? And um, uh, let's see the other main character that's in it, that's of course Kuman Nanjali. He plays a pivotal role in terms of the artifact, and he's pretty good at it. He's got great comedic chops. So if you watch him and what was the show with the I forget the name of the show on it was at HBO about the computer I So Silicon Valley. So I watched him for years on that. So he's got great comedic chops. So he was pretty fun in that. So he wasn't bad. But yeah, it's not like, oh, slam dunk. When you go to see all right, it's unfair comparison. You go to see Wrath of Khan, the sequel, right? Or Godfather 2. Like, wow, this was awesome. But this is it's a fun night in the theater. I think kids will like it. It's a little bit more it's definitely family friendly. And of course you see a family if you've got a family of Ghostbusters now. And the special effects are good and fun, and of course the car is back and looking great. Here, let me show my I'll stop the camera, grab the car here. So here's, of course, I've got both now. So I've got the Ghostbusters. Of course, the popcorn has never been in here, but you've got the popcorn car holder. Yeah, so that opens up to put your popcorn in there. But yeah, popcorn has never made it into here. And you've got the ghost strap. So of course, I'm a sucker for the merchandise. And what's cool about this, it does light up. And you did get your popcorn with it, but there's the light, so you can see that. And then this pulls out. So this, you can, I guess, wash this, obviously. But you can just have this, have the ghost trap out. This is a pretty damn good price. It wasn't cheap. It was $40 with the popcorn, I guess, with $30. But there's quite a lot going on with this, with knobs and switches. So I'll do a separate review of that. But they did a nice, yeah. So this, it's going to shine the light in the camera, but let's catch a ghost. And it's got wheels that actually roll. Yep, there's Frozen Empire. So yeah, they're doing a nice job with the merch. I'll give them that. So good job with the merch. But yeah, I guess I give it a BB plus, fun night out, but nothing. There's nothing that's strikes me as like, oh, I can't believe this movie was so good. I can't wait to go see it. So it's decent. It's fun. It's got its moments, and I recommend it. But interesting. We'll probably talk about it on the Clubhouse tonight a little bit. I'm sure we're going to do some Blake 7. I'll be back at 9:00. We'll do a live stream for Blake 7. And then we got Kolchak, the Night Stalker, to talk about, which is a much spookier movie than this one was. Hey, Phantom. Yep. We have all your switches and lights and knobs to deal with. Yeah. So there's all these. The knobs actually turn. They don't do anything, but I give them credit for putting moving knobs on here and buttons, and so yeah. Nice. Yeah, these knobs turn. So nice job. Yeah. So but I've got to get out of here now. I got another meeting to go to, volunteer work, but I just wanted to jump in here and give my first reaction to it. But so thank you to Gap, J-Man, Jill, Picasso, and Phantom, and yeah, we'll catch you later. And yeah, I definitely give it a thumbs, or I give it here's my 3D printed Ghostbuster sign. So that's the classic emblem. So I give it 3.5 out of 5 ghosts. I think it's definitely worth seeing, and if you go see it, you'll enjoy it. But it's just, it suffers from it's a sequel, right? So there's a reason why Bill Murray didn't want to do sequels. It's tough to recapture that lightning in a bottle. So it's Gap After Dark says later, and Jill says see you later. So everyone stay away, watch out for ghosts. And if you have a problem, you know who to call. So take care, everyone, and I'll catch you later tonight. But appreciate y'all stopping here for this very quick review. And as Cloudburn Toms would say, later, Gators.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
still here? It's over. Go home.